That's good.
Hi, Miguel.
Hello.
2016.
2016, indeed.
Bee Festival.
Yeah.
Exciting stuff again for you.
Very much. Yeah.
And look, we've even got people who are coming around now to kind of see what's going on.
Some work, yeah.
So, for those who don't know, what is Bee Festival?
The Bee Festival is Birmingham European Festival of Performing Arts. So each year, at the end of June or beginning of July, this year from the 21st to the 25th of June, we bring around 20 companies from all around Europe to showcase the best emerging work around the continent. We bring work that crosses different disciplines and crosses the border of language. So it's work that even if it comes from France or Spain or Germany or Czech Republic, it's accessible for Birmingham audiences.
And so when you say different types of disciplines, what kind of disciplines are we looking at?
So we'll have a circus, dance, theatre, performance, puppetry, and also we have some shows just for families.
I hear this year you've got a well-known artist who's coming here into the UK and is doing some art. Is it over at Centenary Square?
That's right. So as part of the festival, we also program visual arts, and we have Anne Wei Lilu is a visual artist who's been working over the last year here in Birmingham, and his project is to present a large-scale piece in Centenary Square. So the whole Centenary Square will be painted with the paint of a giant, inspired in the works of Hobbes, called Leviathan, which is a metaphor for the state. And so during 2-3 weeks, people will walk on top of this painting.
Oh, you can walk on top of the painting?
Yes, there'll be a mural on the floor of Centenary Square, and people will be able to walk on it, and by just the footfall, the paint will start to vanish over the weeks, and that's a metaphor of our implication in the state, in politics, etc.
Wow, that's deep.
And while all this happens, there will be a recording of all the process of it being built and then it disappearing through the footfall, and that will be shown here, where we're standing in an exhibition that we'll set up at the Birmingham Repertory Theatre, showing a time lapse and seeing how the giant appears and disappears in front of your eyes.
And with that particular performance, I assume it's free? People don't have to pay too?
Absolutely free. We have loads of free events at the festival, so all the visual arts are free. We have a great music program, free also, every night at the festival. From 8 p.m. we'll have free bands, live music and DJs, and a very, very cheap bar.
A cheap bar. I think you guys are renowned for your cheap cocktails.
Cheap mojitos, yes.
Mojitos, yeah. I think I remember last year. So you were saying that. And so with the bar itself, is that behind the back of the rep itself, or how would That's
right. So the idea of the festival is that we take over the Birmingham Rep, who are our co-producers, and they're helping us transform the building so that the audience can see the backstages of the building, the places where normally audiences don't get to have access and are normally used by the theatre makers. So you get a chance as an audience member to see where the sets are created, where the sets are painted, where the sets are being manufactured with metal, woodwork, and where people are rehearsing, everything that's happening before the show gets put on stage. And then actually during the festival you can also step into the main stage of the Birmingham Rep. In the interval between the second and the third show each night, you can have dinner with the artists on the main stage, which is just at the back there. They're rehearsing at the moment, and you get to have dinner on the main stage of the Rep.
Now, with most years you get different people from different countries. Is there any country from a different part of Europe that you may have this year that you haven't had before? Or?
Yeah, so we have work from Switzerland that we've never presented before. We also have work from Czech Republic this year. We're very excited about that. And from Slovenia, which we haven't had from in the past. So from Switzerland we have a great piece of dance by Compagnie Philippe Serre, which is a mixture between visual arts and dance, where it's as if the performers enter in a 3D screen, but it's live. It's very hard to describe, but it's mesmerizing. It's very beautiful to watch. Then from Slovenia we have a circus performer, and from Czech Republic we have a piece of dance, circus and martial arts all combined to show the dangers of becoming a man.
Dangers of becoming a man?
Yes.
Okay, and you can interpret that how you want to?
Well, it's about gangs and, how showing your virility can lead to violence, really.
Wow. The other thing I was going to ask was in relation to Europe, because obviously at the moment, I mean, you guys have done a fantastic job. This is one of the biggest venues generally in terms of different artists coming together and performing here in Birmingham. Have you got plans to make it go more than Europe, maybe worldwide? Or is it...
It's always a plan to conquer the world. So after the festival, we select 3 companies that will then tour the UK, but then also in Spain. So in October, November, we'll be taking 3 companies to tour. Up to now, we were just touring in Madrid, but now the tour is expanded to the rest of the country, and we hope to take the tour also to Italy and France in the coming 2 years.
So would there be plans for going outside Europe?
Well,
Brazil?
With love. We have some delegates from Brazil coming actually this year.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay. So then you would have to change. Then you would have to change the name.
Well, no, it would be European were going to Brazil. That wouldn't change.
Yeah. Would it be a bit like the Eurovision Song Contest where they've got Australia in it?
Yes, you can say that.
Yeah. What's the impact of, obviously there's the big vote on the 23rd of June about being in Europe and out of Europe. How does that affect you guys? You know, because obviously you get funding in relation to that and, well, all red tape and what have you, you know, there's less of it being part of Europe. So would that have a negative impact on the work that you do, obviously, if
yes,
people decide to leave?
The quick answer is yes, it would have a negative impact. Not only because of red tape and visas issues and us traveling to Europe being more expensive, etc., etc. Many reasons are quite self-explanatory, but also it would have a big impact on what the UK is saying to the rest of Europe. Is saying we don't want to be part of your project. And so then when we are programming a European festival which is all about celebrating diversity and things that we share, but also things that are differences, but it's good to celebrate difference. Just like Birmingham, which is a very diverse city which welcomes people from very different places, it's very difficult to try to say that to the artist and at the same time say, well, we want to do that, but actually the country doesn't want to do that. We want to be also aside. So it would be very difficult to bring those kind of ethos together.
Well, hopefully we're still part of Europe, and because the performances are going on during the vote itself, so there'll be one big party.
There will be a big party as part of the day of the referendum. We bring in a band, and we'll celebrate or commiserate. And
either way,
very drunk.
Yeah, which is very well. And just finally, in terms of tickets,
yes,
where can people buy their tickets from?
So people can buy tickets on our website, befestival.org, or on the website of the Birmingham Repertory Theatre.
And
so
how much are the tickets?
You've got tickets for £14, £12 concessions, or if you want dinner, it's £22 or £20 concessions. And you can also get festival passes. There's not many left, so if you want a festival pass for the whole week, that's much cheaper, but you need to be quick.
How much are those passes?
I think those are 60 quid.
And as you said, there's loads...
50 quid.
50 quid. And, well, if I want it, it's 60, but everyone else 50. If people want to just come along for free events, where can they find out about the free events? Is there
It's all in the website.
It's all on the website.
You can go to see all the music events from 8 o'clock to the back of the Birmingham Rep in Cambridge Street, just the back of the library. There'll be a big door open to let people in to come and see music and have some drinks. But also we have free events on Centenary Square. We have a show for kids at Cannon Hill Park on Wednesday at 4 and 5 p.m. It's called Massive Battleships, and basically, if you remember the board game, Battleships, so imagine the real version, big size, where you have two teams and you can try to win each other. And that will also take place in some locations around the city centre on Friday and Saturday during the festival, 24th and 25th of June.
Cheers, Miguel. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.